in the land, and they both come back-to-back this afternoon against San Antonio, and then Tuesday night on Fan Appreciation Night. As the Cavaliers welcome to town the Spurs, we saw them a week and a half ago.
Tough situation because you get emotional, but at the same time, he's got a game to play against a very good team who's a hungry team. So he's got to stay focused in the moment, but at the same time, a lot of thoughts are going to go through his head. They just reload, just keep bringing guys in, but they stay with the system.
Here comes Knight in that two-man game action. Channing pulls a trigger and hits it apropos. Over Washington. It was a very good game down in San Antonio. Cavs led by 11. Larry Nance Jr. anticipating the pass, running with Knight, 2-on-4. Tough shot. Doesn't matter that they were outnumbered. In traffic. Here comes Aldridge. Loves to turn over that right shoulder. They immediately trapped him. He sees a bunch of double teams. Drop a good catch by Pirtle. Nice shot.
They play his position. He has to get better at that.
He's got the size to do it and the quickness. Knight kicks it out. Sexton in rhythm for three over the hand of White. Aldridge, he loves his mid-rangers too.
I like the fact that DeRozan is the king of the mid-ranges because that part, oh my goodness.
Sexton with the left hand, nice finish. Here comes San Antonio. DeRozan had a big second half against the Cavs down there. Forbes, good shoot, shows that stroke.
Yep.
Here comes DeRozan. Again against Colin Sexton. Had to kick it out because of the double team. Forbes left open. He's a pure shooter. Remember? Yeah. Rudy Gay out there as well. He's coming off the bench more of late. Sexton trying to get to the rim. Does easily right down Euclid for two. Oladipo came up with, but Tony Parker did as well. That's the toughest injury they say to come back from of all three. Wow. Here comes Kevin on the patient back down. Fadeaway, set it up, and hit it.
Kevin, he's going to have some strength coming off that bench.
You would think so. Kevin Love on a steal. Good anticipation. Got in front of Aldridge. Clarkson cut off by Dallas Bertans. Looks inside. There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
1950. Dallas Bertans short. Rebound to Zizic.
But the one thing you're going to always hear in professional ball is consistency.
Collins to the hole for two. Kevin on the catch. Weak side swing. Ball moving to Clarkson. Nope. Zizic's got the rebound. Send it off Pirtle. Kevin Love. The bottom. Love is in the air on a Sunday afternoon downtown.
Yep. Winning the championship.
Oh, well, yeah, I think LeBron and Kyrie and Kevin had a little bit to do with it.
Yeah, but you brought a little different feel to what we had on the team. And
this team doesn't win a championship in 2016, and probably no team wins a title without chemistry in the locker room. And you guys were so critical.
I'm always having fun, laughing and joking, and seeing the lighter side of everything. And that's an important piece to being a really competitive team. They're great. Those numbers are great. But at the end of the day, if you don't have guys that are going to fight for each other and with each other, it doesn't matter what the percentages are.
I got you.
Davis Bertans.
Just having fun with it. But you know what? Someone told me that I didn't know the last points I ever scored in the NBA were here in this building against the Cavs when I was with the Nuggets.
Wow, yeah. I should know that. 34-31 affair. White backside. Missed it, but Aldridge plucked that rebound away. Forbes off one leg. Well, he can really shoot it. From the Spurs.
What I like about it, too, they go in and out of the zone very comfortably. They switch up on you defensively.
I'm with it. But we used to mess with him when we were younger, and he'd be around, and we'd tell people, hey, don't be a Channing.
And Brian Knight knocks down the three.
After we won the title, and I saw Ron cry after we lose the title. When you have guys that put everything in it, right? At the end of the day, show how much these guys put into it.
Because the last 4.5 minutes, as we know, was crazy. As Nance knocks down the three.
Yeah, because you just want it. You just want to be a part of it. You want it for the city of Cleveland and the state of Ohio.
Teddy Austin back-to-back buckets.
Yeah. I remember they went on that run right before halftime, and I was like, oh, we're gonna lose. I can't go out there again. I'm
2 years away.
Yeah, and who we beat, and the dynasty and how we did it. There were so many things, and not to take anything away from Golden State. They are a dynasty. You know, and bring up a point is like winning that championship might have made the next couple because they, Kevin Durant joined up and all these things. So it's like winning the championship actually made it harder.
Yes.
Right. The people in Cleveland are going to consider you a Cavalier.
He's one of ours.
Oh, no. Like I said, when I talk about my son being born here, when I talked about, winning it.
He's going to relate to that championship his whole life.
Yeah, so I had one son born here, and then the other one will start telling stories, and he was like, yo, but and then he starts to realize that no one's paying attention, so he starts embellishing the story. He's like, and then a dragon came out, and it's just like, wait, what, Channing? It's just
But threw it right into the hands of Brandon Knight. Cavaliers 5 on 4. Numbers as a result, and it's foot-pole by Colin Sexton for 3. White turned the corner. A lot of pick-and-roll action for the Spurs here. They don't run a ton of it normally, but with this personnel, they do more. As Pirtle, nice little tweener there for 2. They've got 17 assists so far. They're 25 buckets. 68%. And Cedi Osman gets to the hole for 2.
What you love.
Aldridge, again a double team sprung at him on the baseline. White sold it, wide open look that he gets. Derek White played it a year, made him an NBA player.
Yep. But then again, speaking of toughness, Coach Fitch going to the Hall of Fame.
Awesome.
He was a very tough man to handle. Coming straight at him, he did a nice little fake, got him a bird on the ground, and knocked it down.
Rudy Gay off the bench. White again, an open look off the pick and
I
roll.
don't see many D2 guys make it all the way to this league. Take your hat off to a guy like that.
Went to a D2 school in Colorado, then wound up going to the University of Colorado on the D1 level. Ante says he's trying to clean up.
He's been handling himself, and that's inside.
So Ante's got 10 points to go with 4 rebounds. White again, given the green light, I guess, and he sticks it. Cedi trying to get the rim, rolls out. Sean Marks, the general manager of the Nets, one of those from the tree. Popovich just, Bertans throws it down. Plenty of time to get off a good shot here. See what kind of play they run. Scissors fake that pass, trying to get the jump hook. And he gets it to go.
He's been very solid.
How about 14 points in 15 minutes?
Yes.
Forbes jumps and hits. Undrafted. 76-63. Forbes feeling it. Rebound. Snatched away from Cedi Osman by Mills. And he hits the 3. That's Patty Mills' game right there.
That would have been perfect in that lineup. But when they started getting rid of the big people, you could see it coming.
Well, it's the price you had to pay to get Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, that's true.
Roll the dice. Mills left wide open. Launches and hits.
And he loves those three-point shots.
7 of the last 8 in this building. Remember the one night Manu Ginobili had like 46. Remember that game?
Yeah. Unbelievable game.
Incredible performance as DeRozan knocks it down. Of course, they just retired. Dirk, of course, kind of made it famous. And so many have followed, including Brook Lopez. Ball given up to the corner to Mills again. Good again. We're putting on a shooting clinic here. This right attack.
Yeah.
DeRozan on it back down. On the horn we go to Mills. He's hit 3 in a row.
See? When you watch the Cavaliers, a double team on the left side of the floor. They move it back to the right side of the floor and come back to the left side of the floor for a wide open shot.
Clarkson bumped. Got it to go. So Jordan gets game at Denver. He was ejected. And I'm sure there was a method to his madness. I don't know what he was thinking at that point. But and of course he's a mentor to Michael Malone. Not that he didn't want to coach against him. This night backs out. Ball pried loose by the Cavaliers. Here comes Knight. Knight keeping that dribble alive. Off the glass, because one of Jerry Sloan's, as we come out of the timeout with Derek White back out there with Bellinelli in the backcourt. Bertans off the bounce, sticks it. Do they have enough? Or Golden State for that matter, but both the Nuggets and Warriors will be favored. Bertans sends it and hits it for 3, but they've got the ability. You fans know the stories, and RJ talked about those. Touched upon in the second quarter. Walker on the floats.
Nobody wants to face the Warriors in the first round.
And it's cleaned up by Larry Nance Jr. 6. Here comes Walker. Very athletic. Got to the rim. Spent a lot of his time in the G League getting some seasoning. Pass inside to Channing Frye. On the block, and he hit it. Remember, that's how he started his career in high school. Played with Houston and New Orleans. Was actually traded to Detroit a few years ago, and then the deal was rescinded because of a back issue. Brandon Knight with a finish. Friday, that is in Channing Friday. Here comes Pondexter to the hole. It took a late third quarter, early fourth quarter surge by the Spurs to hold off the Cavs. Ball swing to Dangadell, sends it, and hits it. Good gesture by Coach Drew to get him off the floor to get a hand. As Pondexter scores it.
Time clock go. Who should take the shot?
So Greg Popovich picks up regular season victory 1,244. And now one victory away from matching Lenny Wilkins' combined victories, regular season and postseason, as the two head coaches exchange warm.